You will never earn the same money forever. This is not motivation. This is not hope. This is a law. Most people misunderstand money. They think money changes because the economy changes. They think money changes because technology changes. They think money changes because bosses change, companies change, or markets rise and fall. But money changes for a much deeper reason. Money changes because you change. Your income today is not a coincidence. It is not luck. It is not destiny. It is the result of how you think, how you act, and how you live. Jim Rohn taught that every result, good or bad, can be traced back to one thing: philosophy. The set of ideas that quietly governs every decision you make. Money obeys philosophy. If your philosophy improves, your income improves. If your philosophy stays weak, your income stays weak. If your philosophy declines, your income declines. Money never lies. It tells the truth about who you have become. People often say, "I deserve more money." But life doesn't respond to need or desire. Life responds to value. You do not get paid for what you want. You get paid for what you bring to the marketplace. Money is a reward for discipline, a reward for skill, a reward for problem-solving ability, a reward for responsibility. That is why you will never earn the same money forever, because you will never be the same person forever. Either you grow or you decline. There is no standing still. If you grow in skill, your income must grow. If you grow in discipline, your income must grow. If you grow in awareness, your income must grow. Money has no choice. But if you refuse to grow, money also has no choice. It stagnates. It disappears. It finds someone else who has become more valuable. This is not punishment. This is fairness. Money is attracted to value the way gravity is attracted to mass. The more value you carry, the more money comes toward you. Jim Rohn warned people not to chase money, because chasing money makes you desperate. But chasing growth makes you powerful. When you work harder on yourself than you do on your job starts paying you differently. Your income will never permanently exceed your personal development. That is a law. You might get a temporary raise. You might get lucky once. But if you don't grow, you will fall back to the level of who you are. Money is not held. It is earned again and again. That is why some people rise quickly and fall just as fast. They earn money they are not prepared to keep. Jim Rohn used to say, "Don't wish it were easier. Wish you were better." Because better thinking produces better results. Money responds to thinking. Poor thinking produces poor results. Average thinking produces average results. Disciplined thinking produces extraordinary results. Money is a reflection of how you think about time, effort, responsibility, learning, discipline. People who earn more are not smarter. They are more intentional. They read when others relax. They learn when others complain. They practice when others procrastinate. And slowly, quietly, their income begins to separate from the crowd. You will never earn the same money forever because habits compound. And habits are invisible. No one sees the book you read late at night. No one sees the skills you practice when no one is watching. No one sees the standards you refuse to lower. But money sees it. Money keeps score when no one else is paying attention. This is why Jim Rohn taught personal responsibility so strongly. Because blaming destroys growth. The moment you blame the economy, you surrender control. The moment you blame your boss, you surrender power. The moment you blame your past, you surrender your future. Responsibility gives you leverage. Once you accept that your income is connected to who you are becoming, everything changes. You stop asking, how can I make more money? And you start asking, what do I need to become next? That question changes lives. Because money does not come from effort alone. It comes from value multiplied by time. Anyone can work hard. Few people work wisely. Jim Rohn said that formal education will make you a living, but self-education will make you a fortune. Why? Because self-education upgrades the person, and upgraded people earn upgraded rewards. You don't get paid by the hour. You get paid by the value of the hour. Two people can work the same number of hours. One struggles. The other thrives. The difference is not time. The difference is value. That is why your money will never stay the same. Because life is always asking you to upgrade. Upgrade your thinking. Upgrade your skills. Upgrade your standards. If you refuse, money freezes. If you accept, money flows. Money follows clarity. Confused people struggle financially. Clear people advance. Clarity about goals. Clarity about priorities. Clarity about standards. Jim Rohn believed that success is not something you pursue. It is something you attract by the person you become. Money works the same way. Money avoids entitlement. Money avoids excuses. Money avoids laziness. Money is drawn to discipline. Money is drawn to consistency. Money is drawn to character. You will never earn the same money forever because character evolves. Either it strengthens or it weakens, and money responds accordingly. People think motivation changes income. It doesn't. Motivation fades. Discipline stays. The disciplined person always out earns the motivated one. Small disciplines practiced daily lead to big financial differences over time. Skipping reading seems small. Skipping practice seems small. Skipping improvement seems small. But time magnifies everything. Just like interest compounds, neglect compounds. This is why money changes slowly at first, then suddenly. At first, no one notices your growth. Then one day, everyone wonders what happened. They call it luck. But you know the truth. Money is a lagging indicator. It arrives after the growth. That's why most people quit too early. They want the reward before the value. But life never pays in advance. Jim Rohn warned that you cannot change your destination overnight, but you can change your direction overnight, and direction determines income. If you start reading today, your income hasn't changed yet, but it will. If you start learning today, your income hasn't changed yet, but it will. If you start disciplining yourself today, your income hasn't changed yet, but it will. Because seeds take time. Money grows where value is planted consistently. You will never earn the same money forever. Because tomorrow is watching what you do today. Your bank account is a delayed report card. And the beautiful truth is this: anyone can start. You don't need permission to improve. You don't need approval to grow. You don't need luck to become disciplined. You only need a decision to raise your standards, a decision to stop negotiating with your excuses, a decision to demand more from yourself than life demands from you. Jim Rohn believed that if you become valuable, you will never worry about money again. Money worries disappear when value appears. So don't chase income. Chase growth. Don't chase success. Build character. Don't demand higher pay. Become harder to replace. And remember this principle for the rest of your life. You will never have the same money forever, because life will never stop asking who you are becoming. Become more, and money will follow, always.